Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my first lesson of 4024 October number 21. In this class, students will be discussing October-November 21's paper 2, and the total time allocated for this paper is 2 hours and 30 minutes, and total marks are 100, and we can use calculator in this paper. I have discussed all important instructions and informations in my previous lesson, so I will not be going in the discussion of these instructions, and let's quickly move to question number 1. Question 1 says, in October, Sarah is charged $84.25 for water. A tax of 8% is added to this amount. Okay, Sarah is charged $84.25 for water. A tax of 8% is added to this amount. Calculate the total amount Sarah is charged for water in October, including tax. Okay, so really easy question. We have to find the total amount that she has to pay for the water, including tax. So what we are going to do is that first of all, we have to find 8% of 84.25. Okay, 8% of 84.25 will be equal to 8 over 100 multiplied by 84.25. Now what we have to do is we can perform this calculation with the help of calculator, because this is P2. 8 multiplied by 84.25, this gives me 674 by 100, and when I will divide this by 100, I will have 6.74. Okay, now we have to find the total amount Sarah is charged. So the total amount will be equal to 84.25 plus 6.74. This will give me plus 84.25, $90.99. $90.99, and do not forget to fill the answer space. Okay, now let's move to the second part. Second part says the table shows the rates that Sarah is charged for her gas and electricity supply. She is charged a fixed amount each day. She is charged a fixed amount each day plus an amount for each unit used. Okay, and here the information is that cost of 1 day for gas is 23 cents, and for electricity is 28 cents, and cost per 1 unit is 4.3 cents, and for electricity is 16 cents. Now the requirement of the question is that what we have to calculate: Sarah used total of 960 units of gas in 30 days of November. Calculate the total amount in dollars Sarah is charged for the gas in November. Okay, let's discuss how to solve this part. We have to calculate the total amount that Sarah is charged for the gas for the month of November. Okay, first look at how many units she is consuming. She is consuming 960 units, and the price of 1 unit is 4.3. So in order to get the total amount paid for the total units is that we have to multiply 960 by 4.3, and then there are 30 days. So we have to multiply the value of 1 day, the cost of 1 day, with 30, and this will be helping us in finding the total amount. So the total amount charged will be equal to 960 multiplied by 4.3 plus how many days in the month are 30 multiplied by 23. Now you have to perform the calculations efficiently. 960 multiplied by 4.3, and this gives me 4128. 4128 plus 30 multiplied by 23, 30 multiplied by 23, and this gives me 690. Now add these two values up, 4128, and this gives me 4818 cents. 4818 cents. But the question says, sorry, this is not the euro, these are the cents. Okay, and the question says that we have to give our answer in dollars. We know that $1 is equal to 100 cents and 1 cent will be equal to 1 over $100. So what we have to do is we have to divide this value by 100, and when I'm dividing it by 100, it gives me 48.18. 48.18 dollars. So I hope you are clear that how we are finding the total amount that she has to pay for the gas in the month of November, that is 48.18. And moving to the next part, the next part says that Sarah is charged a total of 30.80 for electricity in 30 days of November. Calculate the number of units of electricity used. Okay, now in this case, we are not given that how many units she has consumed for electricity, but it's given that she has to pay a total of 30.8. So what we are going to do is that 30.8, which is the bill that she has to pay, is equal to, okay, now look, that we are given with that cost of 1 unit of electricity with us, but we are not given with number of units of electricity. So we are supposing that the number of units of electricity equals to X. Now this 30.80 will be equal to 16X plus 30 multiplied by 28. Okay, and now 30.80 these are dollars, these are cents. Okay, so it's better to convert on the whole money in this same my year. So in the next step I will be converting this 30.80 by simply multiplying this 30.80 by 100 into cents. 30 multiplied by 28, and this gives me 840. Now 30.80 dollars, 30.80 dollars will be equal to 30.80 multiplied by 100. Okay, and this will give me 3080 equals to 16x plus 840. And now what we have to do, we have to shift this 840, simple algebra. Okay, and the question is carrying 3 marks, so you have to perform full length working. You have to show all necessary steps, okay, on the working space. Minus 840 equals to 16x. Okay, 3080 minus 840, and this gives me 2240 equals to 16x. And now what we have to do is we have to divide 2240 by 16. 2240 by 16 equals to x, and let me go up. Divide by 16 equals to 140. X equals to 140. So what was the assumption for x? That we have to find the number of units of electricity. So the number of units of electricity is 140. Hope you are clear about B part, and let's think about C part. And first read and understand the question. C part says the amount of electricity generated measured in gigawatt hours The table below shows the information about the amount of the electricity generated in different countries. The countries are Australia, Japan, Spain, and Turkey. Electricity generated in 2010, 2.37 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 5, 1.09 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 6, 2.91 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 5, and 2.03 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 5. And electricity generated or produced in 2016, 2.43 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 5, 1.03 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 6, 2.64 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 5, and 2.62 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 5. Now, let's talk about the first requirement of the question. Calculate how much more electricity was generated in Japan than in Australia in 2016, and give your answer in standard form. Okay, there are 2 or 3 things that we need to understand, that we have to calculate how much more electricity is generated in Japan than in Australia, and in which year? 2016. So it means that we have to focus our attention on which 2 countries? On Japan and Australia, and which year? It should not be 2010, 2016. And what we have to do in order to find how much more amount, we have to find the difference between the electricity, or difference between the 2 objects. So we have to calculate how much electricity was generated. So for that purpose, that electricity generated will be equal to in Japan than in Australia. Japan has the value 1.03 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 6, 10 raised to the power 6 minus 2.43 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 5. Okay, let me confirm the values once again. I always advise it to my students that before solving the question, you have to reconfirm the data. Japan is 1.03 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 6, and Australia is 2.43 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 5. Now, it's up to you how you make the calculation easy. That will be, if we look at the powers of 10, we can easily extract 10 raised to the power 5, and I will left with 1.03 multiplied by 10 and minus 2.43. And when I am multiplying 1.03 by 10, 1.03 multiplied by 10, this gives me 10.3. Here I have to use calculator efficiently because this is paper 2, minus 2.43. Now take away 2.43, and this gives me 7.87. 10 raised to the power 5 multiplied by 7.87. Recall the concept of standard form, that in case of standard form, the number must be expressed as the product of 2 numbers, a multiplied by 10 raised to the power of n, and a part must be between 1 and 10. Okay, and power of 10 is integer, that can be positive, can be negative. So difference between electricity generation is 7.87 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of 5. I hope really easy question. Here you just have the idea that how to write the number in standard form and what is the meaning of the term how much more. Moving to the second part, and the second part says that calculate the percentage increase in the electricity generated in Turkey from 2010 to 2016. Okay, we have to find percentage increase. Okay, and in which country? In Turkey. And which years? 2010 to 2016. Recall the formula for percentage increase. That percentage increase, always focus on the concepts and formulas. Increase upon original or basic year, will increase upon original value multiplied by 100%. Now we have to first find increase. So increase will be equal to, we have to think about which country, that is Turkey. Okay, I have to think about Turkey, so let me highlight this, so I should not mix the country. And now increase is 2.62 multiplied by 10 raised to power 5 minus 2.03 multiplied by 10 raised to power 5. And now what I have to do, I can pull out 10 raised to power 5 as a common factor, and 2.62 minus 2.03, and this becomes 2.62 minus 2.03, and increase is 0.59 multiplied by 10 raised to power 5. Okay, now what we have to do is, for some time, let's keep the answer as it is, and let's put this value in the formula, that percentage increase, let me draw the line here, percentage increase is 0.59 multiplied by 10 raised to power 5 divided by original or basic year, that is 2.03 multiplied by 10 raised to power 5 multiplied by 100%. And now what we can do is, we can simply cancel these two numbers, and I will left with 0.59 multiplied by 100 divided by 2.03. Okay, let me see what comes multiplied by 100. This is 59 by 2.03, divide this by 2.03, and we are getting the answer 29.06. And as we have to give our answer nearest to three significant figures, so 29.1, so 29.1% is the percentage increase, and I have to put the percentage sign here. I hope you are really clear. Here the examiner is testing the indices and standard form question along with percentages. Okay, moving to the third part of the question, and let me read the question first. Question says that there was a 4% decrease in the amount of the electricity generated in Spain from 2013 to 2016. Okay, calculate the amount of electricity generated in Spain in 2013. Okay, amount of electricity generated in Spain in 2013. Okay, and here we have to keep in our mind that there is a 4% decrease. Decrease means to subtract something, to have something lesser than the previous. So what we have to do is that we have to find the amount of electricity. So what we can do is, let the amount of electricity produced in Spain in 2013 be X units. Let the amount of electricity produced in 2013 is X. Okay, then there is a 4% decrease. X minus 4% of X equals to the value of the electricity produced in which year, that is the year is 2.64 from 2016. It's 4% less than the amount of electricity produced in 2016. So this will be equated by 2.64 multiplied by 10 raised to power 5. And now what we can do is that X minus 4 over 100X equals to 2.64 multiplied by 10 raised to power 5. Okay, and then we have to take the LCM. D1 the concept of the percentages and ratio chapter has to be really clear. 100x minus 4x equals to 2 point. Okay, 100 minus 4 is 96x over 100. Okay, let me complete the step. 100 equals to 2.64 multiplied by 10 raised to power 5, and x will be equal to 2.64 multiplied by 10 raised to power 5 multiplied by 100. That can be written as 10 raised to power 2 divided by 96. Okay, and this will become 2.64. I have to remove the decimal of this because I have to give my answer in form of the standard form. Okay, 10 raised to power 5 multiplied by 10 raised to power 2 is 10 raised to power 7, or okay, no problem, divided by 96, and this will become 264 divided by 96 multiplied by 10 raised to power 7. Okay, when I will be taking this 100, which is 10 raised to power 2 up, it will appear in this form. And now 264 divided by 96, this gives me 2.75 multiplied by 10 raised to power 7 minus 2. 2.75 multiplied by 10 raised to power 5. Either the candidate can give the answer in this way because the question is in standard form, so you can give your answer in standard form, or what we can do is that we can write it in the form of simple number 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 and 5, and remove the decimal. These two zeros goes with each other, and we will left with 275 with how many zeros? 1, 2 and 3, 275,000. In both ways answer will be correct. So let me fill up the answer space, and this will become let me highlight my answer so that my students can see this clearly. Either I can leave my working at this stage, and this is also one of the important technical point that we have to see that in what format the question is given. We better have to give the answer in the same format. 2.75 multiplied by 2.75 multiplied by 10 raised to power 5 is the electricity generated in 2013. I hope you are clear about this part, and let's move to the next question. Let's read the question first. The table shows the number of exercise classes attended in 1 week by each of 80 members of the gym. 80 members of the gym. Okay, number of classes and frequency. Okay, and frequency is 10 and the classes are 0. For 29, classes are 1. For classes 2, the frequency is 26. For 3, 10. For 4, 3. And for 5, it is 2. Okay, the first requirement of the question is that we have to find the mode. Recall my previous lessons that what is the mode? Mode is the number that comes most frequently, most repeated number in the data will be mode. So if we look at the table given, we can see that which number is coming most frequently. The largest frequency, that is 29. That is 29 is the largest frequency. So the value of x in front of the largest frequency, it will be mode. Very easy question, and you can easily secure 1 mark. So mode of this data is 1. Okay. And why is this 1? It's a number that has the largest frequency in front of that. We can see that there are two bigger numbers in the data. One is 26, one is 29. So 29 has a value of x in front of that 1. So it will be 29. Now we have to go for the median and recall the idea and the concept of median. That what we have to do, first of all, we have to construct the cumulative frequency column. And in order to construct cumulative frequency column, what we have to do, first frequency will be coming as it is. Then we have to add up the second frequency to the first frequency, and this will give me 39. And then 26 will be added to this. This will give me 26 plus 39, 26 plus 39, 10 plus 29, this gives me 39, then plus 26, 65, 65, and then I have to add 10 to that, 75, 75 plus 3 is 78, and 78 plus 2 is 80, 80. Okay, and let me draw the column here so that my students should develop the habit of showing clear and proper working on the answer space so that examiner can understand their message easily. I hope you are clear that how we are calculating the CF column, and after calculation of CF column we can see, or even in the beginning the question was saying the information is about the 80 numbers, 80 members. 80 is the even number, so it means that we have to use a formula for the median for even data. So the median will be the value of n by 2 plus n plus 2 over 2 a whole over 2th position. And what is n here? N is 80, 80 by 2, 80 by 2 plus 80 plus 2 by 2, and which is equal to 80 by 2 is 40, and 82 by 2 is divided by 2, 82 divided by 2, and this gives me 41 by 2, 41 by 2. Now students, we do not have to add up 80 and 81. What we have to do is we have to go back to the cumulative frequency column, and we have to see where we can find 40 first and where we can find 41 first. So 40 we can find first time in the cumulative frequency is 65, and even 41 will be coming in the same class. So we have to see the value of x in front of that, that is 2, and again for 41 we have the value of x 2, so 4 by 2, and which is equal to 2, so the median is 2. Really easy question. And let's move to the next part, and the next part says that a pie chart is drawn to show this information. Calculate the angle representing 5 classes attended. 5 classes attended. So recall the formula for the pie chart, that we have to find the angle of sector frequency upon total multiplied by 360 degrees. Now again for this topic D1 has to be really good. Frequency upon total. Calculate the angle representing 5 classes attended. So frequency is 2, total is 80, multiplied by 360 degrees. Okay, 0 goes with 0, 2 ones are and 2 fours are, and 4 ones are and 4 nines are, and which is equal to 9. So 9 degrees. We have to write down the angle that represents 5 classes attended, that is 9 degrees. I hope really easy question. And let's move to the next part. Let's read the question first. Question says, some members of the gym were surveyed about how much time they spent at the gym. The histogram shows the time, T minutes they spent in their visit. Okay, and if you look at the graph which is given, we are not given with direct frequencies, we are given with frequency densities. So the formula for the frequency density must be in our mind, that frequency density equals to frequency upon class width. Okay, now it's also important to read and understand the scale, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. 10 blocks are representing 30 here. So one block will be equal to 3, and 10 blocks are 30. Yes, one block will be equal to 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. 10 blocks on y-axis are equal to 1. So it means that one small block will have the value 1 by 10 or 0.1. Now, let's read the next part of the question. 30 members spend between 30 to 60 minutes. 30 members spend, so it means that for this class, for this interval, which is 30 to 60, the frequency is 30. It's already given, and we have to find the number of the members surveyed. Okay, we have to find the total members who are surveyed. So the process will remain same, that I have to multiply each frequency density by class width, and I will get the answer of the frequencies. So what we will be doing for the first class, members of surveyed, total members surveyed, total members surveyed. Now look at the first class. Okay, the class width is, we have to find the frequency, and the frequency will be equal to frequency density multiplied by class width, Now look, here the density is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 0.6 multiplied by 30. Okay, this class is done. For this class, the information is already given, but if you want to calculate, you can calculate it. Again, the class width is 30 and the density is 1, so 1 multiplied by 30. 1 multiplied by 30, this is done. And now look, we are given with 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 blocks. So it means it will be 15. So the class width for this class will be equal to 60 to 75. 75 minus 60, 75 minus 60, and that will give me 15. Okay, 15, and the frequency density for this class is 1, 2, 3 and 4 multiplied by 4.4. 4 plus 15 multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1.6. Okay, 1.6 multiplied by 1.6. And now for the last class, which is 90 to 120, the width is of 30 units. Class width is 30 units and density is 1, 2, 3, 4, 0.4. 0.4. Okay, now what we have to do is that we have to carefully multiply these all numbers. 30 multiplied by 0.6, and this gives me 18. 30 multiplied by 0.6 is 18. 18. 1 times 30 is 30. Then 15 multiplied by 4.4. 15 multiplied by 4.4. 15 multiplied by 4.4. This is 66 plus. Okay, the first class is done, the second is done, third is done. 15 multiplied by 1.6. 15 multiplied by 1.6 is 1.6 is 24. Let me reassure this. 15 multiplied by 1.6, and this gives me 24. And 30 multiplied by 0.4, this gives me 12. And now we have to add up these all values, plus 24 plus 66 plus 30 plus 18, and this comes 150. So it means that 150 members were surveyed in the question. Okay, and now students, you can see that question has 3 marks, so you must have to provide all sufficient working underneath the space which is provided. And moving to the second part of the question, and it says that Rohit says that 1/10 of these members spend longer than 1/2 hours at the gym on their last visit. Is he correct? Justify your answer. And the question has 2 marks as well. So giving your answer just yes or no will not be sufficient. And the question says we have to justify. 1/10. Okay, 1/10. Total members are 150. Total members are 150. Okay, 1/10. 1/10 of 150 equals to 1/10 multiplied by 150. 0 goes with 0, which is equal to 15. Okay, now 1/10 of the members are 15, and he says spend more than 1/2 or 1.5 hours. Okay, now how many people are taking? The number of people who are taking more than 1.5 hours begins from 90 and it ends at 120. So the members who spend from graph members spend more than 150 1/2 hours is equal to 12. Is equal to 12. So he is not correct. So he is not correct, or he is wrong. I hope you are clear. You can see that how I am supporting my working with reasons and working, and then I will be able to get full 2 marks. Otherwise the examiner will not be giving me full marks. I hope really easy question, and this question ask us the application of the pie chart as well. So please read and understand the concept of pie chart before moving to your O-level examination. And let's move to the next question. Let's read the question first. Question 3a part says that the point A, B, C are on the circle. A, B and C are on the circle. Center is O. AOC and OBE are straight lines, and DE is the tangent. DE is the tangent to the circle, and angle AOBO is 34 degrees. Explain why triangle AOB is isosceles triangle. Really easy, interesting question, and I always advise it to my students that before moving to the solution, you have to think some prior workings. Like if we look at the diagram, we can see the information says that O is the center of circle. If O is the center of circle, then what is the role of AC? AC will become the diameter. AC will become the diameter. And secondly, now we can see that angle ABC, it's the angle on the circumference of the circle due to the extension of diameter. So this will be equal to total 90 degree. And the third important thing is that O to B, O to C and O to A all are radii. O to B, O to C and O to A all are radius. O to B, O to A and O to C, they are radius. And if they are radius, it means that their lengths are same. And now we have to explain why triangle AOB is an isosceles triangle. Let me make a small triangle here for my students. AOB, A, O and B. Now O to B and O to A are radius. Yes, if they are the radius, it means their lengths will also be same. And now recall students, when in any triangle two sides are same, two sides are having the same Meyer equal length, then what type of triangle will be that? That will be an isosceles triangle. This is the reason. So what we have to write is that triangle AOB is an isosceles triangle, is isosceles triangle because O to A equals to O to B equals to radius. So the given triangle will be the isosceles triangle. And the second requirement of the question is that we have to find BEC angle, BE and C angle. This is the requirement of question. This angle is the requirement of question. Now think about, before solution of the question, you have to think about the possibilities of solution. Okay, if I am taking, suppose the triangle OAB, if this angle is of measure 34 degrees, this angle will also be of measure 34 degrees. And now what we can do is that we can add up these two angles. 34 plus 34 is 68. 180 minus 68, and this will give me 112. And with the help of this, I can find out this angle, or either by using the property that external angle of triangle equals to internal opposite angles, I can find out this angle. This is 68 degrees. And now look, here the question was saying that DC or DE, okay, DE is the tangent and OC is the radius. So if OC is the radius and DE is the tangent, then what is the relationship between them? That at the point of contact, at the point of tangency, they will be at right angle to each other. Okay, really important point. And if they are making the right angle at this position, it means that this angle will be of measure 90 degree. And now 90 minus 68, that will be 90 minus 68 is 22 degrees. This is how we can easily find out our unknown. So as this question is having 3 marks, so I have to give full length working on the answer space which is provided over here. So from which part of the question I will be starting the solution. I must have to give the reference in triangle AOB, AO and B, and it's good to make the triangle here so that examiner can understand your message easily. Okay, this is O, this is B, and this is A, and if this angle is of measure 34 degrees, this will also be of measure 34 because we have proved that this is an isosceles triangle. Now angle A plus B plus O, angle A plus B plus O will be equal to 180 degrees, and angle A and B are 34 degrees plus 34 degrees plus angle O equals to 180 degrees, and 34 plus 34 is 68 plus angle O equals to 180 degrees, and angle O will be equal to 180 minus 68, 180 minus 68, and this is equal to angle O, 112 degrees, 112 degrees. And the reason is sum of angles of triangles, sum of angles of triangle. Okay, now this angle is of 112 degrees, and now what we have to do, we have to find this outer angle. Okay, either I can use the property that exterior angle of the triangle equals to interior opposite angle, or again I can see that this whole is a semicircle. Now we can give the name either to BOC angle, BOC will be equal to 180 minus 112. I have to take it from 180 degrees, and this becomes 68 degrees. And now what we can do is that we can make another triangle here, that is triangle OCE, okay, or yes, triangle OC and E OCE, OCE, OC and E. Now look, this is 90 degrees, this is 68 degrees, and B is somewhere at this point. So either I can use the name BEC or I can use the name OEC. OEC will be equal to OEC C will be equal to 180 minus 90 minus 68, 90 plus 68, 90 plus 68 is 158, 180 minus 158, and I have to take away this answer from 180, and this is 22 degrees. 22 degrees. So the requirement of the question is BEC angle, BE and C angle, which is equal to 22 degrees. Very easy and very interesting question. And now let's have some coloring and fun, but you will not be spending more time on coloring in your exam. Only I can enjoy this coloring work. Okay, let me enjoy my work. Okay, geometry always gives the chance to have fun and mental satisfaction. Okay, and one more color. Okay, students, you can see that if the basic concepts of the geometry and the circle properties are clear, then how easily we can solve the question. And let's quickly move to the next part. And the next part says that OPS, this one is OPS, and OQR are the sectors of the circles with the center O. Both have the common center. Okay, and OPQ and OSR are straight lines. O to P is 7.4, and P to Q is 1.2, and PQR, which is the common angle, is 96 degrees. Calculate the shaded area. Okay, look students, very easy and interesting question. The question is having two sectors with us. One is the minor sector, okay, and that one is this one, O, P and S, OP and S, and the angle at the center is 96 degrees, and the radius is 7.4. This is the smaller one. Okay, and now let's talk about OQR. OQ and R, the bigger one. I always advise this to my students, that make small diagrams for the reference and understanding. O, 96 degrees, and Q and R. Now look, that on the line OQ, OP is somewhere on this line, but O to P distance is 7.4. We need the radius O to Q, so this will be 7.4 plus 1.2, 7.4 plus 1.2, and this gives me 8.6. This gives me 8.6 if I'm not wrong. Okay, and now what we have to do, we have to find the shaded area. Now in your mind, please, if we are cutting this part from this outer bigger part, we can have this shaded area only. In order to remove, in order to cut, we use the mathematical concept subtraction. So in order to get the shaded area will be equal to area of sector, which sector? The bigger one, OQR minus area of sector, recall the formulas, OPS, area of sector OPS. Formula for the area of sector is theta upon 360 multiplied by pi r square minus theta upon 360 pi r square. Why I'm using two R's? Because the bigger sector will have the different radius and smaller sector will have the different radius, but theta in both the cases, theta central angle in both the cases is same and pi is same, so I will be keeping them as it is. And this is the value of theta is 96 by 360 into pi, and the big radius is 8.6 square minus 96 upon 360 multiplied by pi, and the smaller radius is 7.4 square. Learn to make your calculation easy. We can see that 96 by 360 and pi are the common factors. Pull them out, extract them out. 96 by 360 into pi, this is the common factor. I have to take it out. 8.6 square minus 7.4 square. Okay, I hope you are clear till this step. And then what we have to do is that I will be replacing value of pi at the end. 96 pi by 360 and 8.6 square, 8.6 multiplied by 8.6, and this gives me 73.96 minus 7.4, and I have to take the square of that, 54.76. I'm going really slow because this question is equally important for my O2 and O3 students. Please must watch and understand these all lessons properly before your O-level examination. 96 multiplied by 3.142 and divided by 360, and then I have to take the difference of 54.76 and 73.96, and this gives me 19.2. And now what we have to do is that we have to carefully multiply 96 by 3.142 multiplied by 19.2 and divided by 360. Okay, 96 multiplied by 3.142, 96 multiplied by 3.142 and multiplied by 19.2, and this gives me 5791.3344 upon 360 divided by 360, and this gives me 16.08, or I have to give my answer nearest to three significant figures, so it will be 16.1. okay, so the shaded area will be 16.1 unit square. And the next question is about trigonometry and bearing. Let's read the question first. And question 4 says, the diagram shows the position of three villages P, Q and R. R is due west of P, R is due west of P, and Q is on the bearing of 140 degrees from P. P to R distance is 3.8 kilometers and Q to R is 7.5 kilometers, and we have to calculate the angle PRQ. Okay, our intention is to find angle R. This is the requirement of the question. This is the angle that we need to find. But before going to the solution, think about the possibilities that how can we find this angle. If we are thinking about basic trigonometric ratios, we cannot apply them because the triangle is not right angle triangle. And then coming to the sine law or cosine law, we are not given with all three sides, so there are no chances for cosine law. And for sine law, we should have at least one angle with us that is not in the beginning given to us. Okay, so what to do? Let's think about the situation that if I'm drawing the line and I'm extending this north line at this position, this like this. Okay, now look that if I'm making the turn till this point, this is 180 degree turn, and this will be the 90 degree turn, because there is some information written that R is due west of P. R is due west of P. It means that P and R are at such position where they are making the 90-degree angle. So it means that if this is 180, this will be third quadrant, which is 270 degrees. This total angle from this portion to this portion, this total angle will be of Meyer 270 degrees, but we need this internal angle of triangle. So that angle of triangle will be 270 minus 140. So what we have to do is that first of all we have to write down that angle RPQ or QPR, angle QPR will be equal to 180 minus 270 minus what? 140 degrees, and this will give me 0. 7 minus 3 is 4, 130 degrees. Another way of reaching the same position is that as if this angle is of 90 degrees, this angle is of 90 degrees, this angle will also be of 90 degrees. This angle will also be of 90 degrees, 90. And then this is the semicircle. So if some portion of the angle is of 140 degree, remaining will be 40 degrees. So 90 plus 40, total will be 130 degrees. So in any case, the angle P will be of 130 degrees. And now with the reference of 7.5, we have the angle over here, and we have to find angle R. So first of all, what we have to do, that we have to find this angle Q, and then we'll be applying the angle sum of the triangles. So in triangle PQR, in triangle P, Q and R, 7.5 upon sine 130 degrees equal to 3.8 upon sine Q. Sine 30 degrees. Students, before going to your exam, you must have to learn how to turn the mode of your calculator. For the trigonometry question, your mode of the calculator must be in degrees. Sine 130 degrees equals to 0.76. 7.5 upon 0.7766 and 0 equals to 3.8 upon sine Q. Okay, now 7.5 multiplied by sine Q equals to 3.8 multiplied by 0.7660. Okay, 3.8 multiplied by 0.7660. This gives me 2.9108, and sine Q 7.5. Sine Q will be equal to 2.9108 divided by 7.5, and this gives me sine Q equals to 0.3881, and as we need to find value of angle Q will be equal to sine inverse of 0.3881, and when I will be taking inverse sine of this number, sine inverse of 0.3881, and close the bracket, and this gives me 22.8. Q equals to 22.8, and that can be approximately taken as 23 degrees angle Q. But that is not the requirement of question. Requirement of question is angle R. So angle R will be equal to 180 minus 130 plus 23 degrees. 130 plus 23 plus 130 is 153. 180 minus 153 minus 180, and this gives me around 27 degrees. Okay, so angle Q is 22.8 or 23. Okay, 22.8 or 23. For the calculation purpose, I've taken 22.8, and angle R is around 27 point. When I'm taking it 22.8, 180 minus 22.8 and minus 130, and this will give me 27.2 or 27.2, depending upon this calculation that what value you are taking. So this will be 23 degrees, 23 or 27. Angle R is 27 degrees. I hope you are clear about this part, and let's move to the second part. And the second part says work out the bearing of R from Q. Okay, now recall my basic lessons of bearing, that on what letter we have to construct the compass. We have to construct and start the movement from the vertex which is afterward from. So it means that I have to first construct and the compass at this place, and I have to start my movement from vertex Q. And then what we have to do is that this is the north place, north. Now look, if we are looking at this position, okay, this is making Z, so this angle will also be of Meyer 40 degrees, alternate angles, 40 degrees. This is 40 degree angle. Okay, now second thing is that we have to find the bearing of R from Q. So it means I have to start the movement from this point, R from Q, then I have to start the movement from this, and I have to stop at this place. So for that purpose, what we can see is that which turn we have to take, that we have to take away this total angle, that is 40 plus 23 from 360 degrees. So bearing of R from Q, bearing of R from Q equals to 360 minus 40 plus 23. 40 plus 23 is 63. 63 minus 360 is 297 degrees, and I have to fill up the answers as well. Okay, let me once again do this part. Maybe this will be difficult for some of my students. Question says that calculate the bearing of R from Q. R from Q, it means that we have to start the movement from the north of Q, and I have to stop at the letter R. Okay, now look, if I'm covering this portion, then this means that I'm on the straight line, and it means it has the degree turn 180. This is my third quadrant, 270, and then I have to take a little more turn here. But after this, I know this angle is of 23 and 40, so the total angle will be 63 degree Meyer. So the easy way is, in order to get the bearing of R from Q, we have to take away the sum of 40 and 23 from what, students? From 360 degrees. Okay, that is the easy way of finding the bearing. Really easy and interesting question. And let's move to the next question. Let's read the question first. The distance by road from village B to T is 16.5 kilometers. Kawasi leaves village B at 10:30 and drives to village T at an average speed of 45 kilometer per hour. Okay, departure time is 10:30 and the speed is 45 kilometer per hour. He stops in village T for 15 minutes. Okay, he then drives back to village P and arrives there at 11:35. Okay, calculate his average speed in kilometer per hour for the journey back from T to village P. Okay, so there are so many things that we need to understand. That there is some person who is going from one point to another point. So make small sketch, small diagram that the distance between P and T. Distance between P and T is 16.5 kilometers. Distance between P and T is 16.5 kilometers, and departure from P is 10:30, and the speed which is given is 45 kilometer per hour. Okay, and stay at T. Okay, duration of stay is 15 minutes. Okay, and then drives back to village P and arrives there back at 11:35. Okay, arrival time at P is 11:35. We have to find the average speed of the journey back from village T to P. Okay, we have to find the average speed, and we know that the formula for the speed is average speed equals to distance traveled upon time taken. Okay, so distance we already have with us. The distance between P and T and P will remain same, 16.5, but we need to find that how much time he is taking for the return journey. So let's go for the calculation of the time taken for the return journey. Okay, so first in order to find the time for the return journey, we have to find the how much time he has taken from P to T, okay, including the rest as well. So with the help of speed and distance, time equals to as speed equals to distance traveled upon time taken. So time will be equal to distance upon speed. Okay, and distance is 16.5 divided by 45 and kilometer per hour. 16.5 divided by 45, and this gives me 0.36 hours. 0.36, which can be approximately taken as 0.37 hours. Okay, so time will be equal to this is the travel time, 0.37 multiplied by 60, and I will get minutes. Okay, 0.37 multiplied by 60, and this gives me 22.2 minutes. 22.2 minutes. This is the travel time. Here I should write time because T is the destination place as well. This is the time, this is the time. Okay, this is the time that he is consuming for traveling. Okay, now when he is reaching at T, he is taking 15 minutes rest as well. So the time will be equal to 15 minutes. We have to add up 15 minutes rest to that as well. In order to find the final time, what we have to do, we have to add up these 22 minutes to 10:30. So total time will be equal to 10:30 plus 22.2 and plus 15 minutes rest as well. I'm highlighting this. Why I'm adding this up, because for these 15 minutes he is still at T. Okay, so when I'm adding 10:30 to 10:22, it becomes 10:52 and plus 15 as well. Okay, let me add them up over here. 10:52 plus 15 minutes. Okay, 7 and 6 and 10:67. But 10:67, okay, so as here the minutes are more than 60, so what I have to do is I have to take 60 and I have to give that 60 minutes to our house, and it will become 11, and I will left with 7 minutes. So the total time that he has taken from P to T, including the rest, is 11:07. Okay, so after this we have to find out that what is the average speed for the whole journey. For that purpose, again students, we have to find the total distance upon total time. Now look, this is the time when he has started the return journey. Okay, and now the time of journey will be equal to, okay, now see carefully that this 11:35 is the arrival time. He drives back to village P and arrives there at 11:35. Arrival equals to departure plus journey time. Now 11:35 is the arrival at the point P back. Departure has to be 11:07, and journey we do not know. Journey time we do not know. 11:35 minus 11:07 equals to journey time, and now 11:35 minus 11:07. Okay, 11:35 minus 11:07. Now what we can do is 35 minutes minus 7 minutes. 35 minus 7 is 28. 28 minutes. 28 minutes is the journey time that he is taking from point T to point P to reach back. And now we have to find the average speed for the return journey. Okay, now we have the time for the return journey, that is 28 minutes, and we have to find the average speed. Average speed equals to distance traveled upon time taken, and distance is 16.5, and 28 minutes will have to be converted into hours by dividing it by 60. So it will take the form 16.5 multiplied by 60 divided by 28. And now let me hold the calculator and I have to perform my working efficiently. 16.5 multiplied by 60, and this gives me 990 by 28 divided by 28, and this gives me 35.35 or 35.4, approximately 35.4 kilometer per hour. 35.4 kilometer 35.4 kilometer per hour. Okay, very tricky question, and it involves many calculations. First of all, with the help of given time and the speed, okay, with the help of given distance and speed, we have to calculate the time for the outward journey, for the journey from P to T, and then what we have to do is we have to find that how much total time he's consuming, he's using from P to T, including 15 minutes rest, and then the second part of the question says that he's arriving back at P, arrival back, okay, at P is back is 11:35. So we have to find the average speed for the return journey. So for the average speed we should have the total distance upon total time. Okay, so in order to find the journey time, what we have to do is that we have to take away that 11:07, which is the departure time from T towards P, from the arrival of the P, and then we can apply the formula, that's average speed equals to distance traveled upon time taken. I hope you are clear about this question, and let's move to the next question. The next question is about the probability. Let me read the question. Question says Khalid has these 10 number cards. He takes the card at random, notes the number and replaces it. Okay, this is really important to understand. He then takes the second card. Okay, in this situation the problem is that suppose I have some counters or some cards with me. If I'm picking up one ball of yellow color, after noting the color, I'm not keeping it with me, I'm putting it back. So see that before selection of this yellow ball, total balls were 5. After picking up this ball, I'm keeping the record with me, I'm putting it back. It means that the selection of new ball will not have any effect. The total will remain same in both the cases. This is really important to understand. The question says that find the probability that the first card that Khalid takes shows the even number. The first card that he takes the even number. We have to see that how many situations are there where we are getting the even numbers. Like the first situation where we are getting the even number is 2, and 2 how many times is coming? There are 3 cards. There are 3 cards which are having 2 on them. Then 4 is the even number. 4 is the even number. Okay, and then again 6 is the even number. So total how many cards, how many chances are there where we are getting even numbers? And again 8 is the even number. So out of 10 cases, out of 10 chances, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 chances where we are getting even number. So probability of even number equals to favorable chances upon total chances 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, which is equal to 6 by 10 or 0.6. Find the probability. Okay, he's not giving us any instruction that whether we have to give the answer in fraction or in decimal, 6 or 3 by 5 or 0.6. In any case it will be okay. And the second part says complete the tree diagram. Okay, look how many total chances are with us. There are total 10 chances. Okay, and as the question says that after picking up a first card, I'm going to put it back. So it means there will be no change in the denominator. If out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 cards, out of 10 cards, even are total cards are 10. Even cards are how many even? 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now 6 are even. Odd will be 4. It's really good to write on the data in this way. Okay, now it's the time to write on the probabilities along the branches. So even cards, chances are 6 by 10, and odd cards, the chances are 4 by 10. Now, as the question says that after writing the number with me, I have to put the cards back, so there will be no effect, no change in the numerator and denominator in both the cases. Numerator and denominator will remain same, so even card will be 6 by 10 and odd will be 4 by 10, and again even card at the second draw will again be 6 by 10 and 4 by 10. 6 by 10 and 4 by 10. I hope you are clear about this. And the next part says that work out the probability that Khalid takes out one odd and one even number. One odd and one even. Okay. Now look again, students, there is no restriction that whether he is picking up even card first or odd card first. So there can be the chance that he can pick up even card first and then odd, or he can pick up odd card first and then even. Probability of even is 6 by 10. Selection of even card is 6 by 10, and 6 by 10 multiplied by 4 by 10 plus, or probability of even is odd is 4 by 10 multiplied by 6 by 10, or what we can do is we can see that numerators are same. 2 into 6 multiplied by 4 upon 10 multiplied by 10, which is equal to 2 into 24 by 100. So this will become 48, or we can go for simplification. 2 ones are 2 50 times 2 12s and 2 25 times which is equal to 12 by 25. So answer for this part will be 12 by 25. I hope you are clear about this part, and let's move to the next part. Okay, let's read the next part, and the question says that Basma has the bag containing 5 yellow counters, 3 pink counters and 4 black counters. She takes 2 counters from the bag at random without replacement. Without replacement. So it's really important to understand the term that in the previous part he was saying that he is picking up the card and he is placing it back. So what was the effect of that term on the question and the denominator, and if we are not placing that ball or object back, then what effect will be coming? Okay, find the probability that she takes 1 yellow counter and 1 pink counter. Give your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. Okay, children, first look that how many total balls or counters are there. Yellow are 5, and pink are 3, and black are 4. So total will be 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 3 is 12. So the choices of 1 yellow is 5 by 12. So now look, the probability of picking up of any yellow card is 5 by 12. 5 by 12 probability of picking up of any yellow card, and any pink card will be 3 by 12, and black will be 4 by 12. And now what we have to do is we have to find the probability that she takes 1 yellow counter and 1 pink counter. Okay, let's try to understand the question with the help of a tree diagram. That basically we have how many categories? We have 3 categories: yellow, pink and black. Yellow, pink and black. And then for the first time, okay, and then because the question has 2 draws, we have to pick up the counter first, and then we have to pick up another counter. So when I will be picking up first yellow, the choices will be 5 by 12, and this will be pink will be 3 by 12, and the black will also be 4 by 12. Now as I have picked up 1 yellow over here, yellow, pink and black. Okay, as I have picked up one counter over here, and I'm not placing it back. It means the denominator will no more be 12. It will be 11. It will be 11 and it will be 11. Okay. Now, total yellow counters were 5. I've picked up one yellow counter here. So for the next time, the choices of yellow will be 4, but there will be no effect on pink and no effect on black counter. And same for the second trial, yellow, pink, and black, and yellow, pink, and black. Now you can see that here there will be no change in the numerator of yellow, 5 by 11, but pinks will become 2 by 11, and black will remain same. Black will remain same, 4 by 11. And coming to the third time, it is 4 by 12. 5 yellow will be coming as it is, and then pink will be coming as it is, 3 by 11. And now we have to pick up the second black ball, so it will become 3 by 11. 3 by 11. And now what we have to do is that we have to find out the possible outcomes, that we have to pick up which balls. We have to pick up one yellow counter and one pink. So yellow with pink. Now let me write down the outcomes here. This is yellow with yellow, yellow with pink, yellow with black, then pink with yellow, pink with yellow, pink with yellow, then pink with pink, pink with black, black with yellow, black with pink, and black with black. Black with black. And now let's once again read the question. It says, find the probability that she takes one yellow counter and one pink counter. Okay, now try to understand that she is picking up one yellow and one pink. One yellow and one pink, this situation, or one pink and yellow. This is the second situation where we are getting pink with yellow. So the required probability will be equal to probability of yellow with pink, or probability of pink with yellow, probability of pink with yellow, or probability of, this is plus sign, pink with yellow. So yellow with pink, chances are 5 by 12, and pink 3 by 11, plus pink, if I'm picking up first, 3 by 12 multiplied by 5 by 11. So if we look at the denominators, they are same, and numerators are also same. So it can be 2 into 5 multiplied by 3 upon 12 multiplied by 11. So what we can do is 3 ones are, and 3 fours are, and 2 ones are, and 2 twos are, and this will take the form 5 multiplied by 1 upon 2 multiplied by 11, or 5 by 22. So the required answer will be 5 by 22. I hope you are clear about this question, and let's quickly move to the next question. Let's read the question first. Question 6 is given with right angle triangle, with one of the side is 2x, one side is 8, and one is 3x plus y. The diagram shows the right angle triangle with the dimensions given in centimeter. We have to show that this equation 5x square plus 30x minus 90 equals to 0. This is also one of the important questions. I always ask it to my students that show that doesn't mean that you have to take that answer. Means that by using some rules and formulas and properties, you have to bring that answer. As a triangle is a right angle triangle, and we are not given with any other information that like area and perimeter. So the easy tool will be the Pythagoras theorem. So according to Pythagoras theorem, we know that hypotenuse square 3x plus 5 whole square equals to base square plus height square 8 square. Now here we have to apply the algebraic identity a plus b whole square, and according to that it will become 9x square plus 2 into 3 into 5 plus b square, which is equal to 5 square, equals to 4x square plus 8 square is 64. Now if we look at the given equation, we can see all of the terms are on the same side. So what we have to do, we have to bring all terms on the same side. So equation will take the form 9x square plus 5 3s are 15 2s are 30x plus 25 equals to 4x square plus 64. Okay, and now what we have to do, we have to shift these two terms on the other side. 9x square plus 30x plus 25 minus 4x square and 64. Because when I will be shifting the terms to towards the other side, I have to change the sign. 9x square minus 4x square plus 30x plus 25 minus 64 equals to 0. Really easy question. 9 minus 4 is 5x square and plus 30x and 25 minus 64. 25 minus 64 is 39. Okay, and now compare this equation with the given equation, which is given at the top, 5x square plus 30x minus 39. And somehow really easy question in the sense that the answer is already given. If the answer is not coming the same, then you have to again think about the answer, and on the answer space you have to write hence shown. Okay, and here you can give the reference by using Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem, moving to the second part. The second part says that solve the equation 5x square plus 30x minus 39 and show your working clearly and give answer correct to 2 decimal places. This is also one of the intimation that the equation does not have the roots as a whole number. So preferable is to apply the quadratic formula, and first write down the quadratic formula here. X equals to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Replace the values carefully. X equals to minus b 30. Okay, this is a, this is b, and this is c. Minus 30 plus minus b square 30 square minus 4 into a is 5 and c is 39 with minus sign. Okay, very easy question. You just have to insert the values and you will be easily getting answer. You have to be really careful while working, and this will give me minus 30 plus minus, and this is 30 square is 900. As this is paper 2, so you can use the calculator. So 39 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 4, and this gives me 780 by 10. Okay, now what we have to do is 780 plus 900, and this gives me 1680 minus 30 plus minus 1680 divided by 10. And let me go up, okay, so that I can utilize the proper space. X equals to minus 30 plus minus, and I have to take the square root of this number, 1680, 40.98. 40.98 divided by 10. So x will be equal to minus 30 plus 40.98 by 10, or what we can do is x equals to minus 30 minus 40.98 by 10 okay. So this will be 30 minus 40.98, and this gives me 10.98 divided by 10 and this gives me 1.09, which can be approximately taken as because we have to give our answer to 2 decimal places, 1.1. Okay, on coming to the other root, x equals to minus 30 and 40.98. First I will be adding them up, and that will be giving me 70.98 divided by 10, and this is equal to 7.09, and which can be taken as minus 7.1. So the two roots that we are getting are 1.1 and minus 7.1. Okay, now here the question was saying to solve this equation, so we have solved the equation. And moving to the next part, it says that calculate the area of triangle. We know that the formula for the area of triangle is half into base multiplied by height. Height is 2x, and as x is the side of the triangle and it's a length, so it will not be the negative value, so we will be taking x as 1.1, and this will become, height will become 2.2. Okay, and then it will be half into base 8 multiplied by height 2.2, and 2 ones are and 2 fours are 4 multiplied by 2.2, and which is equal to 8.8. So 8.8 centimeter square is the answer for the area. I hope you are clear about this question, and let's move to the next question. And the next part says the diagram shows a different right angle triangle. The length of the hypotenuse is 12 centimeter. Calculate the shortest distance from A to BC. Okay, students, it's in this case again we are given with the right angle triangle with one angle that is 35 degrees and hypotenuse, and recall that how to identify which side will be hypotenuse, the face in front of 90 degree. So it means that this is the hypotenuse, and now we have to find the shortest distance from A to BC. Means we have to drop the perpendicular from A towards BC, and suppose this perpendicular is meeting your BC line at point D, and we have to find this height. Now in order to find the height, we can see that whenever we drop the perpendicular, it makes the 90 degree angle with the foot. Okay, so we again have one right angle triangle with me, and in order to find this height, we can apply the basic trigonometric ratios opposite and this side. This will become the hypotenuse of the new triangle. So first of all, by using the triangle ABC, what we have to do is, this is A and it has a 90 degree angle, this is C and this is B, this is 35 degrees and this is 12 centimeter, and I need this space for the next calculation. So this will become adjacent upon hypotenuse in triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, cos adjacent upon hypotenuse, staccato, so ka and to. Okay, so now look, which trigonometric ratio? Opposite, and we are not given with opposite. Adjacent, we need to find adjacent and hypotenuse. So cos 35 degrees will be equal to adjacent AC upon hypotenuse, that is BC. So cos 35, I have to check the value of cos 35. AC we do not know, and BC is 12, and cos 35 degrees will be giving me 0.819, 1592. Okay, and AC 12 multiplied by 0.8192 equals to AC 0.8192 multiplied by 12, and this gives me 9.8. This gives me 9.8. Okay, 9.8 is the opposite, adjacent, sorry, 9.83. Now what we have to do, we have to take the triangle. Which triangle? Triangle ADC. AD and C. Always make small reference diagrams so that examiner can understand your working and message easily. This is 35 degrees and this is 90 degree angle, and this height we have calculated 9.83, and now we have calculated this AC side, that is 9.83, and this is H, the shortest distance. Now again look, with the reference of 35 degrees angle, H is opposite and 9.83, that is the hypotenuse. So sine 35 degrees equals to opposite upon hypotenuse 9.83. Sine 35 is 0.5735736 equals to H upon 9.83. Shift 9.83 to other side. 0.5736 multiplied by 9.83 equals to H. 0.5736 multiplied by 9.83 is 5.6. 5.63. 5.638 equals to H, or H equals to 5.64 centimeter, which is the shortest distance. 5.64 centimeter. I hope a really easy question, and in this question the examiner is testing algebra with trigonometry and Pythagoras. So please, you should have good command on all these three topics so that you can grasp good marks in your O-level examination. And moving to the next question. Let's move to question number 7. And question 7 says, on the grid below, draw the graph of y equals to 2 raised to power of x for x lies between 0 and 4. Recall the concept that in order to draw any graph, we have to first make the table values. Okay, and here the x values can be 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And now what we have to do is that when we have to put these values one by one in the given equation. When I'm giving x value 0, 2 raised to power 0 is 1, so it will become 1. And then the second is 2 raised to power 1, which will be 2. And the third is y equals to 2 raised to power 2, very easy, 4. And then y equals to 2 raised to power 3, and which will become 8. And 2 raised to power 4 is 16. Okay, the table is complete, and now they are giving us the x's already, and we have to plot these values one by one on the graph paper. First, it's important to understand the scale, that for x-axis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 10 blocks are equal to 1. 10 blocks are equal to 1 for x-axis. And for y-axis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. 10 10 blocks are equal to 5, one block will be equal to 5 by 10 or 0.5. 1 by 2, 0.5. So in order to mark number 1, how many small blocks are needed, and how many small blocks will be sufficient for that? For number 1, as one block is showing 0.5, so for 1 we need 2 small blocks. I hope the scale is clear, and now it's the time to go for the sketching. When x is 0, y is 1, so it means my first point will be coming at this place, okay, and then when x is 1, y is 2, then 1, this is the place for 1, and this is the fourth block, this is 2, then for 2 it's 4, so how many small blocks I have to move? 6, 7 and 8 small blocks. And for 3, this is 8, 3, this is 8, for 3 it's 8, so first I have to reach at 3, and then 5 is clear, then this is 6, 7, and this is 8, this is 8, okay, let me mark it, 5, and then this is 6, this is 7, and this is 8, this is 8, okay, let me rub this point, extra point, and for 4 this is 16, first reach at 4, and then 15, this is very clear, and then this is 16, okay. First always mark the points with the help of pencil, and then you have to go for the joining and perfection and join them with a smooth curve, okay. Your curve has to be really nice, and there has to be no fluctuations and no shakings, otherwise your answer will be affected, and the next parts will also have a slight difference in the answer. Okay, very good curve we are getting, and now it's a time to go for the perfection with the dark pen so that my students can observe this clearly. One of the most important questions and easy concepts which can give the marks easily to the students, okay. In most of these situations, when the graph question comes, they already give you incomplete table. Some of the values will be given and some will be not given, but in this question they are not giving us a table at all, so don't worry, it's not a difficult task and really good question. And we have to label the curve as well, and y equals to 2 raised to power of x, and you can secure 4 marks easily. Let's move to the next question, okay. In the B part, they are already giving us some graph, and the question says the diagram shows the graph of y equals to 1 or 2x square plus 3x for x lies between -1 and 3. By drawing the tangent, estimate the gradient of the curve at x equals to 0.5. Now recall that what is the idea of tangent? Tangent is a line that touches the curve at the single point. Tangent is the line that touches the curve at the single point. And formula for the gradient, application of graphs of function with coordinate geometry. Gradient y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So it means we need 2 points. Okay, it's the time to find out the gradient and the tangent. For tangent, we have to draw the tangent at x equals to 0.5. First reach at x equals to 0.5 and move towards the curve. Move towards the curve and mark a point at this place. Okay, now do observe. Before going to the perfection, you have to observe the inclination of the gradient, that it has to be in such a way that the area and region or the space which we are leaving above the tangent point and the below the tangent point, that has to be approximately equal. I feel this position, this angle is suitable, and let me stretch the tangent line. Okay, gradient may be correct or incorrect, but it can come in the range which the examiner gives you, but everybody can draw the tangent easily, and you can get 1 mark for this easily. And the second part is that we have to find the gradient. For the gradient, we need to take 2 points. Suppose when x is 0.5, the value of y which is coming to us is 0.2, 0.4, yes. For 0.5, the value of y is 3.4, and then we have to take one more point on the same line. Okay, we have to take one more point on the same line. If I'm taking suppose I'm taking x equals to 1, y will be equal to 1, x 1 and y equals to 1. And now it's the time to go for the perfection. Let me use marker here, okay, so that my students can observe this tangent line carefully. Okay, let me stretch the tangent line. This is the tangent line, and for the gradient we have to take any 2 points. Suppose when x is 0.5, y is 3.4, and then I've taken another point on the same tangent line, that is 1 with 1. Now formula for the gradient is y2 minus y1, and it will give me 1 minus 3.4, 1 minus 3.4 upon 1 minus 0.5, and this will give me 1 when it is 1, let me check it. When it's 0.5, when it is 0.5, yes, it's 3.4, and it will give me minus 2.4 upon 0.5 positive. And when I'm dividing 2.4 divided by 0.5, and this gives me 4.8 minus 4.8. Okay, here I'm getting the answer. Let me compare these two workings. 1 minus 3.4, this is 2.4 and 0.5 with positive sign, and minus 4.8, and this is coming in the range. This is coming in the range, so it will be minus 4.8. Okay, now you can see that my answer is not coming exact which the examiner is giving us, but it's in the range, so he will be considering our answer. Okay, and moving to the next part. The next part says use the graph to estimate the solution of equation 1 over 2x square plus 3x plus 2. Again, one of the most important concepts that we need to understand, and we should have the clear idea of such situations before our O-level examination. Now look, you have to compare this part of the question with the original equation which is given. Look, 1 over 2x square plus 3x is same, and in the original question this part has the name y. This is equated by y. So what we have to do is that we have to write y instead of this whole equals to 2. It means that on the graph we have to draw the line y is equal to 2. So first let me draw the line y is equal to 2 and see at what point this line is meeting my already drawn graph. This is y equals to 2, y equals to 2, and let me pick up the ruler, lift the ruler. Y equals to 2. Now observe that at what point on already drawn graph this line is cutting. This line is cutting at this point, and over here I have to come down towards this side, and I have to see what is the value of x coming here. This is, I hope, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5th block, so it will be minus 0.4. and let me drop the perpendicular with some other color so that my students can observe this clearly. Okay, drop the perpendicular and reach over here, and this is 0.4, x equals to minus 0.4 and minus 0.4. Moving to the next part, and it says that by drawing the suitable line on the grid, estimate the solution of the equation 1 over 2x square equals to 7 minus 4x. Again, the method is same, that what we have to do, we have to first create the given equation which is given at the top in the question, and the given equation is 1/2x square plus 3x. Now if we observe the question carefully, we can see that in this situation we are given with 1/2x square equals to 7 minus 4x. This minus 4x can be written as minus 3x and minus x 1/2x square. And now what we have to do is, I'm going really slow so that my students can understand this difficult part easily. 1/2x square plus 3x is equal to 7 minus x. Now this part is equal to y. So y equals to 7 minus x. This is the line that we have to plot. Now students, I hope you are clear that how to draw any straight line. I will be going with intercepts, but I do not have x value 7. So what we can do is that we can take a few values of x. We can go with the table values x and y. When I'm taking x value minus 1, x value is minus 1 or 0 or 1. When x is minus 1, y will be coming 8, x 0, y 7, and when x is 1, y will be 6. So it's the time to plot the points on the graph. Okay, when x is minus 1, x is minus 1, y is 8. So y value will be coming here. When x is 0, y value is 7. When x is 1, x is 1 and y value is 6. Y value is 6. Okay, first let me draw the line with the help of pencil and ruler, and then after observing the behavior of the line, we will be going for the perfection. And sorry, my line is not passing through the point. I have to be very careful because I'm doing this work for my students. All efforts are to facilitate the students and in order to bridge the gap of the syllabus due to the COVID-19. Okay, now do observe the examiner is giving us 3 places to write. So it means there must be at least 3 points of intersections, 3 points where the line will be cutting your drawn graph. 1 point is this, the second is this, and the third one is this. Now it's the time to go for the perfection of the line so that students can observe this working clearly. Okay, one of the most important concepts of your O-level examination. Okay, let me go for the perfection, and this is the line. I have to mark it y equals to 7 minus x. Y equals to 7 minus x. And now it's the time to read the x values, that what x values we are getting. Okay. If we talk about this point, this one. Let me come down over here. Okay. And this is... Okay, I have to come down over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. One of the value can be 1.7, and the second value over here at this place, and I have to come down. This is around the third block. This is 0.3, and the third one at this place, and I have to come down. Okay, minus 0.3. Okay, now I have to go for the perfection of the answer. Okay, let me keep the page under the camera. Okay, this is 1.7, this is 0.3, and this is minus 0.3. I hope you are clear about this working. This is 1.7, and again these values will be in the range. Okay, they can be different from the other candidate, but you should not worry about that. Okay, so minus 0.3, 0.3 and 1.7. I hope you are really clear about this question, and let's move to the next question. The next question is about the coordinate geometry, and the question says that A is the point minus 2, 3 and B is the point 4 and 5. Find the coordinates of midpoint. Okay, recall the formula for the midpoint. That midpoint is x1 plus x2 over 2 comma y1 plus y2 over 2. Okay, so midpoint of AB will be x1 minus 2 plus 4 over 2, and y1 is 3 plus 5 over 2. Okay, now what we have to do is we simply have to add up the numbers according to the signs. 4 minus 2 is 2, 2 by 2 and 8 by 2, and this is M, 1 and 4. So the midpoint is 1 with 4. 1 with 4. Okay, moving to the second part, and the second part says show that the equation of line AB is 3y equals to x plus 11. Recall that what is the equation for non-vertical line, that is y equals to mx plus c, and m formula for the gradient is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Okay, now y2 5 minus 3 upon x2 4 minus 2. Okay, now what will happen? 5 minus 3 is 2 upon 4 plus 2, which is equal to 2 upon 6, which is equal to 1 by 3. 1 by 3 gradient. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to replace the value of gradient over here, 1 by 3x plus c. In order to find value of c, I can take any one of the points. Suppose I'm taking minus 2 and 3. It means the y value is 3 and 1 over 3 into minus 2 plus c. Really easy question. And 3 equals to minus 2 by 3 plus c. Shift this whole fraction to other side. 3 plus 2 by 3 equals to c. Okay, and now take the LCM. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 2 equals to c. 11 by 3 equals to c. Okay, or c equals to 11 by 3. And now finally we have to write the value of m and c in the equation. Y equals to 1 by 3x plus 11 by 3. Keep comparing your working with the given conditions. If they are not matching at any stage, you have to stop your working and think about that. Somehow I am getting 11 here, but I do not have the denominator in my required equation. So what I will be doing, I will be making my working free from fraction by taking the LCM. 11 plus x equals to y, and 3y equals to x plus 11, and which is the same as given in the requirement of the question, hence shown. Okay, moving to the next part, and the next part says that find the equation of perpendicular bisector of AB. Equation of perpendicular bisector. Recall my lesson about the equation of perpendicular bisector, that what points are important to get the equation of perpendicular bisector, and what is the meaning of perpendicular bisector. Okay, 4 and 5. We have to find the line which is perpendicular to this line. Suppose this point is C and this is D. Okay, the role of this perpendicular bisector will be that it will be dividing the baseline in two equal parts, and it will be making 90-degree angle over here. So when two lines are perpendicular to each other, the relationship between the gradients is that the product of the gradient equals to -1. If M1 is the gradient of AB line, then gradient of the line which is perpendicular to this will be -1 over AB, M of AB. So we have to find two things for the equation of perpendicular bisector. One is the gradient, and the second is the midpoint of AB. Now midpoint of AB is already given in the question. Midpoint of AB is 1 and 4, which is given at the top. Gradient of AB is given. We have calculated gradient of AB, which is 1 by 3. Now gradient of CD, gradient of perpendicular bisector will be equal to M1 multiplied by M2 equals to -1. This is gradient of AB 1 by 3, and this is the new line's gradient -1. M2 equals to -3. We have the gradient with us. We have the midpoint with us. So with the help of these two things, we can find the equation of perpendicular bisector easily. Equation of perpendicular bisector y equals to mx plus c. Okay, now m is -3, y equals to -3x plus c. And in order to find value of c, we have to make use of the midpoint. X is 1 and y is 4. -3 into 1 plus c, and now 4 equals to -3 plus c. Shift this 3 to other side. 4 plus 3 equals to c, or very easy, c equals to 7. Now we have the gradient with us, we have c with us. So required equation will be equal to y equals to -3x plus 7. Really easy question and interesting questions. Okay, and moving to the next question. Question number 9 is about algebra. Very easy question. D1, chapter number 4. Okay, question says solve 3x minus 8 equals to 7. So what we have to do, we should have good command on the basic rules of integers and solution of simple linear equations. Shift 8 to other side. 8 plus 7. 3x equals to 15, and in order to get value of x, we have to shift 3 to other side. X equals to 15 by 3, and x equals to 3 ones are and 3 fives are. If you can perform calculation easily without calculation, so you have to prefer your calculation mentally, so that you can spare some time for difficult questions. So I hope you are clear about this, and let's move to the next part. It says solve the inequality 7x is less than 3 into 2 minus x. Very easy question. Just forget about the inequality sign for some time and take it as a simple linear equation. 6 minus 3x. Shift this 3x to other side. 7x plus 3x is less than 6. And let me move towards this side. 10x is less than 6. X is less than 6 by 10. Table of 2 3s are and 2 5s are, and x is less than 3 by 5. Do not forget to fill the answer spaces. 3 by 5. Moving to the next question, that says that solve 3 over x minus 2 plus x over x plus y equals to 1. Again D2, chapter number 4 and 5 and 6, and D1 chapter number 5 has to be really good. First of all, in order to solve this equation, we have to take the LCM, and the question will take the form 3 over x minus 2 plus x over x plus 5 equals to 1. And now see what will be the LCM, x minus 2 into x plus 5. Okay, now see, the first denominator has x minus 2 in that. So first numerator will be multiplied by x plus 5. It has a deficiency of x plus 5 and plus x numerator as it is. And then it has the denominator x plus 5. It is deficient of x minus 2 is equal to 1. Now what we have to do is we have to apply distributive property. This will become 3x plus 15 plus x square minus 2x equals to x square, okay, plus 5x minus 2x minus 10 equals to 1. Okay, now look, x square, 3x minus 2x is x plus 15 upon x square plus 3x minus 10 equals to 1. Go for cross multiplication. Okay, and the question will take the form x square plus x plus 15 equals to x square plus 3x minus 10, because this whole bracket is multiplied by 1. So I hope there will be no problem coming. It will be coming as it is, and the question will take the form x square equals to x plus 15 equals to x square plus 3x minus 10. Now look, x square can be simplified with this x, and we will left with x plus 15 equals to 3x minus 10. And now shift 3x to this side and constant towards other side, and it will take the form x minus 3x equals to minus 15 minus 10, and minus 2x equals to minus 25. Minus sign goes with minus sign, and 25 by 2, and which is equal to 12 whole 1 by 2 or 12.5. Really easy questions, and you can secure 10 to 12 marks easily for such questions. And moving to the next part that says simplify 2x square plus 3x plus 4xy plus 6y upon 2x square plus 11x plus 12. Again, the combination of D2 chapter number 4, 5 and 6, 2x square plus 3x plus 4xy plus 6y upon 2x square plus 11x plus 12. Now if we look at the numerator, we can see that numerator is the application of factorization by grouping. Make the groups of like terms. Enjoy your work. Okay, and from the first group I can extract, I can pull out x, and inside the bracket I will left with 2x plus 3 plus 4 and 6. I can pull out 2, and I have x, y and y, so I can pull out y as well. So I will left with 4xy, 2 and y is out, 2x plus 3. Coming to the denominator, 2x square plus 11x plus 12, quadratic expression. Recall the method of factorization of quadratic expression. Multiply constant with the coefficient of term having part 2. This will give me product 24. Make the prime factors. 2 12s are, 2 6 are, and 2 3s are, and it will give me 2 to the 4 to the 8 and 3 11. 8 plus 3 is 11, and 8 multiplied by 3 is 24, and this will give me 2x square plus 8x plus 3x plus 12. Again, the three terms have been divided into 4 terms, so factorization by grouping will be applied here again. So make the groups of like terms. in the numerator, extract the common group out, 2x plus 3 and into x plus 2y. Coming to the denominator, from the first group we can pull out 2x, and I will left with x plus 4. X plus 4 plus 3 into x plus 4. Okay, now again, this is a common group, pull it out. Okay, 2x plus 3 into x plus 2y upon x plus 4 into 2x plus 3. Now look, these are the like terms, we can cancel them easily, and we will left with x plus 2y upon x plus 4. Really easy questions, and please, you should have good command on D2 chapter number 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Okay, and moving to the next question. Moving to the last question of today's session. Question 10 says a cubite measures 6.2 by 4.8 by 2.5 centimeter. Each measurement is given correct to nearest millimeter. Okay, and calculate the upper bound of the surface area of cubite. Okay, the question and the information is about the cubite. So first let's think about that what shape is cubite. Cubite is a six-sided solid, okay, six-base solid, and then the formula for the total surface area is 2 into length multiplied by breadth plus breadth multiplied by height plus height multiplied by length. And the second thing is that we have to calculate the upper bound of the surface area, and the question is about the sum. So it means in order to get the upper bound, all measurements must be in their upper bounds. So first of all, we have to find the upper bound of length, width and height. Okay, so and second important thing is the measurements are correct to nearest millimeter. So now what we are going to do is that we are going to add half of 0.1, that is 0.5, 0.1 divided by 2, and that is 0.05. So upper bound of length, width and height. Upper bound length equals to 6.2 plus 0.05. Upper bound of width 4.8 plus 0.05, and upper bound of height this will be equal to 2.5 plus 0.05. Now I have to hold the calculator and I have to find these answers carefully. 6.2 plus 0.05, and this gives me 6.25. 6.25, 4.8 plus 0.05, and this gives me 4.85. 4.85 and 2.5 plus 0.05, and this gives me 2.55. And now I have to put the values in the formula. Total surface area will be equal to 2 into length multiplied by breadth. 6.25 multiplied by 4.85 plus 4.85 multiplied by 2.55 plus 2.55 multiplied by 6.25. As we have less space, so we have to perform the calculation efficiently. Okay, 6.25 multiplied by 4.85, this gives me 30.3125 plus 4.85 multiplied by 2.55, and this gives me 12.3675 plus 2.55. This is 3 marks question, so must perform all necessary working on the answer space. 4 to 8, yes, it can be 6.25. This will be 15.9375. Okay, now add up all the values. This will give me 12.3675 675 plus 30.3125 30.31 58. 2 into gives me 58.6175, and then I have to multiply this number by 2, and this gives me 117.235 117.235 units square is the area, upper bound of the area of this cuboid. And let's move to the next question. And let me read the question. Question says that the volume of the pyramid is 1 by 3 base area multiplied by height. The diagram shows the square base pyramid. Vertex E is vertically above X, the center of the square base. The height of the pyramid EX is 17 centimeter, and we have to and EC is 19 centimeter. Show that the length of the base is 12 centimeter. It's really important to understand some terms here, that it's a square base pyramid. Square base pyramid means that whatever will be the length of one side, same will be the length of all the sides. One important point, that these all sides of the base will be of equal measure. Vertex E is vertically above X. Vertex E is vertically above X. Okay, this means that this point is right at the top over here. Then E to X is 17. That means that is the height of this pyramid. And E to C, which is the sloping edge. E to C is the sloping edge, and this is 19 centimeter. And recall my lessons of Pythagoras, that whenever our base of the pyramid is a square and vertex is vertically above the midpoint of the base, then what type of the triangle we'll be getting? We'll be getting a right angle triangle, and the right angle will be at the midpoint of the base. Okay, E, X, and this is C. It means at this position we will have 90-degree angle. And secondly, X to C will be half the AC length, or AC will become the diagonal. So in order to find the length of base, first of all we have to find this XC length. So let's find the XC length first. And in order to find XC length, what we have to do, we have to use Pythagoras theorem. Okay, this E to X is 17 and this is 19. So in triangle, which triangle? EXC, this is the face in front of 90 degrees, so it will become hypotenuse. 19 square equals to 17 square, and as base is in front of E, so it can be length small e. Okay, and 19 square will become 361. Okay, 19 square is 361, and 17 square is 289 plus e square. Shift this to other side and it will take the form 361 minus 289 equals to e square. 361 minus 289, and this is 72. 72 equals to e square. Or in order to get value of e, what we have to do, we have to take the square root of that. 72 square root, okay, 8.48. E is 8.48. Now it means that XC distance is 8.48, and we have to find okay, the length of the base. Now if this is 8.48, it means that this distance will also be 8.48. Now if in order to find the length of side A, B and C, this is 8.48 plus 8.48. Let me write it over here. AX plus XC or equals to XC, both are equal to 8.48 or approximately 8.5. Okay, so 8.5 plus 8.5, 8.5 plus 8.5, which is equal to 17. This is also coming 17. And now if I'm taking this side as x and this side is also x, so again at this place, because the base is a square, so the angles at the corner will be of mere 90 degree. X square plus x square will be equal to 17 square. 2x square equals to 289. X square equals to 289 divided by 2, and this gives me 144, approximately 144.5. and in order to take find the length, I have to take the square root of this number, and when I will be taking the square root, this will become 12.0. X equals to 12.0, or x equals to AB equals to 12, which is the length of the base, and hence shown. Okay, moving to the next part. Next part says calculate the volume of the pyramid. Recall the formula for the volume of pyramid, that volume equals to 1 by 3 base area multiplied by height. Base area multiplied by height. Okay, 1 by 3 into base area, as base is a square and the base is approximately coming 12, so it will be 12 square multiplied by height of the pyramid, which is 17. Now 144 square is 12 square is 144. 144 multiplied by 17. This is paper 2, so feel free to use your calculator. 144 multiplied by 17, 2448 divided by 3, and I have to divide this answer by 3, and which is equal to 816. Very easy question. 816 unit cube or centimeter cube is the volume. And moving to the last part of this question, and the last part says calculate the angle CBE. Let me keep the previous page in front of me. CB and E. Let me draw the triangle here. Situation that what we have to find, CBE. This is the position for B, this is C, and this is E. Okay, now look, this E to C is 19 given in the question, and this is E to B. E to B again is 19 because this is a sloping edge, and B to C is 12. If I'm not wrong, because B to C is the side of the square base. And now we have to find the angle CB and E, this one. This angle we need to calculate. So for that purpose, what we can do is, let me draw the line properly so that my students should not get wrong message. We have to use all geometrical instruments to present the working nicely. Okay, now we have to find CBE angle, this angle, and the triangle is not right angle triangle. So in order to find the angle when triangle is not right angle and all three sides are given, we have to apply cosine law. So according to cosine law, B square will be equal to B square, B, this is C, and this is E. Okay, B square will be equal to C square plus E square minus 2 into CE, and cos of angle B. Cos of angle B. Now look, B has a value 19 square, and C has the answer again 19 square. E has the answer 12 square minus 2 into 19 into 12, and cos of angle B. Okay, 19 square is 361. 19 times 19 is 361. 361 plus 144 minus 2 into 19 into 12, and this gives me 456 cos of B. Now look, this 361 can easily go with this 361. Learn to make your calculation easy, and equals to 144 minus 456 cos of angle B. Shift 144 to other side. Minus 144 equals to minus 456 cos B. Minus sign can go, and I will have 456B. 456 cos B equals 144. Cos B equals to 144. 456. 456. Now hold your calculator. 144 plus divided by 456. 0.315, 0.3157 and 8. Cos B. Now B equals to cos inverse of 0.3158, and this gives me 71.4242, or approximately 71.4. Okay, cos of angle B. So CBE angle will be equal to 71.4 degrees. I hope you are really clear about today's session and you have enjoyed this session. We as the teachers are putting our best efforts to facilitate our students, and in order to overcome the problems due to the crucial period of COVID-19. It's up to you students how you get the benefit from these all resources. These all lessons are equally good for my O2 and O3 students. Please watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.